Howdy folks, Kerbo here. Welcome back to Rolling Hills. The time has finally come that we can get the other cornfield down there turned into chaff. It's ready to go. So I'm going to take the 6135 over here. Get it parked. We're going to hop in the crone and go down and get that field shaft. It's going to be a little bit of a pain running back and forth. But it's not too far. Just a minor pain. Let's pull right up in here. Gonna hop out. We'll grab the crone. Here we go. We got the wagon on behind. We're in go-go gear, so we're good to go. A nice arrow pointing out the front there. Forward! I gotta remember, this thing drives like a big forklift. Rear steer and really short wheelbase. So we don't want to get too crazy. I think the best way to get to that field is actually to turn in here, and then I've got a little path that goes down. And then I think there's a crossing down there. I'm a little rusty on this new farm. The first time I've worked this field. But this little path here goes around the field and it goes down to my water tank. And I thought there was a crossing over here to get to that other field. But looking at how deep this ditch is, I may have been mistaken. It gets pretty shallow right here. We can make that a crossing. If we find a gap. Actually looks pretty tame down here. There we go. We'll just slide across here, no big deal. Got big wheels. And let's go ahead and get this unfolded. And I have forgotten what my O key is. Not that one. There we go. Gonna remember what the control was. Now we have weeds in here, but we're just gonna harvest because nothing we can do about it right now. We're just gonna go for it. This field looks pretty huge from here, but it's not terribly big. Not sure how many trips it's going to take back and forth. We shall see. I was going to see if Mark could help me out, but he is busy right now, so we'll get some collab going with him at some point. I'm sure he'll need some help too. That's kind of the plan here, being neighbors to help each other out occasionally. Saying could have used a bath. Didn't wash it after I was working on the big field. This field's a little bigger than I remembered. I thought this was my small field. Still apparently pretty good size. So I think I'll make a pass around the outside and then we'll start going through it with the rows just so it's easier to drive. Here on the edge, I can kind of watch the header and know where to drive. Use some of that auto steer. Makes it nice and easy to go straight. Then once you're lined up on the corn, it's pretty much a no-brainer. Loving the views over here. Nice hills. So we're actually headed back towards the farm now. This is kind of a triangle-shaped field. Getting way off here. Less talking, more driving. Really like the views, though, on this farm. Reminds me a little bit of home. Where I grew up. Gonna need a little power coming up this hill. Oh, missed. Let's go back here just a bit. There we go. Of course, as that wagon gets more full, it's even more hard to pull up the hill. Not too bad. Dipped down to 5 there for a little bit. But for the most part, it came right up the hill. And we should be about back to where we started. There we go. Perfect. Oh, you need to select that and then bring it. There we go. Got to get all these controls figured out. Almost like the space shuttle in here. Let's leave that down. It's the hold up here. There we go. Come on. Not sure why it's slipping so much. Let's try to go down this track. There we go. Got some nice sound effects now on the auto steer. Did a little tinkering. Might be a tad loud. I have to play with the volume. See if we can make it across and back. We may fill up before I can get back. Turn that auto steer off. We can pretty much just go down the corn row, so we're good. It was starting to wander just a bit. Let the arrow point the way. Reset that. I feel like I'm looking at the ceiling if I use the default TrackIR. Which didn't hardly want to turn very sharp, does it? Alright, let's head down this row. No idea how the spacing is on that. The steering wheel's not centered. It's throwing me off. What's up with that, Giants? Look, even the logo. Like, the logo's upright, but the spokes are offset. Maybe that's just how the wheel is. I could tell from my wheel that it was centered. Looking at the screen was throwing me off. You're just about full. Not sure we're going to make it. It's a pretty good sized trailer, but filling up fast. And almost there. Well, actually, we're going to finish out the row. We got a little bit of internal storage. Alright, we're going to raise that up. Turn you off. Back over to you. Actually, I can leave it on that. Hold that up. Let's go see if there's a better crossing over here. See what our options are. Options are always good. I noticed they haven't necessarily built crossings for the fields. Usually it's kind of obvious where they've come in and out. There'd be a gap in the bushes like this. Pretty shallow. What is it saying? It doesn't want to turn when I'm steering for some reason. Doesn't want to go. It's too much trailer back there, perhaps? I could have got a tractor, but we'd have to unhook and rehook the trailer. This thing's just as fast as a tractor, so we'll just take it back with the crone. Whoa, girl. Slow down. Yeah, you gotta really get on it to go anywhere, and that trailer's full. Alright, so I'm gonna select the trailer, and then we're gonna pull right in here. Mirrors aren't the best, but somewhere in here. And it's not unloading. Oh, that's the wrong button, that's why. That button? No. There it goes. Couldn't remember which button it was. It's kind of ease forward as the trailer unloads. I see shaft back there in the mirrors. Now, did my trailer close, or I need to... Nope, I need to close it. Alright. I thought I had more room over here. Not good. Probably killing some corn. Don't do that again, dummy. There's a lot of wheel movement on this thing. Alright, back down to the field we go. Got a lot more giddy up with an empty trailer. We get a nice overview of the field. This is where we've been pulling in. Something I noticed on this map is we actually knocked the grass down like it used to when 19 came out. Then they patched that out. I don't know if that's just a feature of the map or if they patched it back in, or I don't know. Keep meaning to test on Ravenport, and I keep forgetting to do that. Nope, we didn't get lined up very good. Whoa, back over. There we go, down this row. So that's what today is, just drive back and forth. I'm going to go ahead and record the whole thing here. But I really don't have a ton to talk about. I'm not the most talkative guy on the planet. So we'll see. Might do a long video, we might do a time lapse. We could talk about future plans. The big field back behind me there is now planted with grass, so that's all done. Finish that up. So that's going to be our hay. We got plenty of silage. Need to get this field done, like I said, after we get this all turned into chaff. Plan to do some wheat. That way we'll get some straw. What happened over here? So then that'll be our requirements for the cows. We can start getting some cows. Assuming I have any money left. And I also need to get horses up here, but I don't want to go big on horses. I just want the 2 that my kids like. So I'm looking to build a smaller horse paddock for just 2 horses. So I gotta get that done. Don't really want to spend $50,000 just to have a couple horses around. A little bit over. I guess I was missing a whole row of corn coming down through there somehow. No, that's the cleanup from the one I did. Never mind. I know what happened. Guess I need to kick this out. I can't quite make the... Well, maybe we can. If I straighten up and cut that in hard, it's going to be anywhere close to anywhere we should be, sort of, kind of, maybe. Probably messy back there, but we sort of made it. Interesting is it's leaving some of those weeds behind. But we have to plow after corn anyway, so I guess they'll get plowed under. But speaking of plowing under weeds, I'm curious what's going to happen tomorrow. Because I had some weeds that I was plowing under on the other field over there, and they grew back. By the time I got around that field, back around to where I started, some of the weeds had grown back, and then others didn't. So I don't know what's going on with the weeds. If that's a bug or a feature. Spin this around just as tight as I can. I need to kick it out a little more, it looks like. It's not quite making it. I had more room on the other field, so I could kick it out better. Oh, pick a lane here. No, we need this lane. Or we're going to miss corn. There we go. Look, Ma, no hands. Pop outside here, take a quick look. Ooh, that's loud. Why are we missing some of that corn? I think there's some problems with the fields. Screenshot of that. You know, somebody in my Discord was asking if anybody had trouble getting corn. Yep. Sure am. Not on the other field. But, I think this might have been the field he was asking about. If that was you, I don't remember offhand who was asking in my Discord about it. If that was you, let me know if it was this field, which is 38. I think just does not want to turn. I mean, it doesn't want to go when you turn. So it's kind of making a raggedy mess of this field, where it's not getting all the corn. So that's interesting, but this is 0.1 version of the map, so it's beta. Some problems are to be expected. So we're about 20 minutes in and we're maybe halfway done with the field. I'm not sure. Hard to tell from the cab sometimes. Whee! That wants to go. Now we're stuck. Did I hit that tree? I might have ran the trailer into the tree. So I need to turn the wheels that way. A little more this way. And then turn. There we go. Now we're good, I think. Yeah, that's A direction. We'll just take this corner off the field here. As soon as I turn that wheel, this thing just loses all power. I wonder if is it being driven by the back wheels? That'd be just like Giants to screw that up. Or if it's being driven by the little back wheels and that's why it has so many problems. Look at it, it's just leaving a ton of corn behind. I don't know if that's the crone or if it's the map problem. It's leaving weeds too. Is it getting these the second time we come by? Let's take a look outside. Now those I missed. Yeah, I guess it's getting them the second time we come by. Weird. Don't know what to make of that. Let's just stroll up through here. I turn the wheel and it's like it loses all power when you turn the wheels. Just about full, so we're gonna get this little strip here. Come on, Crone. I went with a smaller Crone because I didn't want to spend $500,000 on a forage harvester. This is the smaller one. I thought it had all kinds of power until I got over on this field. Yeah, I think it's picking those up the next time by. One thing I've noticed is it does seem like the weeds are affecting the yield. I'm not filling up as quick as I did on the other field. Of course, it was longer too. I was running over to the silo every few minutes doing that other big field. Is weeds, is it a 15% hit? Something like that on the yield? Let's run up this corner here for a bit. that we're full. It's weird as the numbers like pause and then they shoot up. I don't know what that's all about. It'll be full here in a minute. Go. So look at all that corn we missed. Weird. This is floored. Okay, straighten the wheels out. Floored again. Now we got power. As soon as you turn a little bit, lose all power. What the heck is going on? Sorry to keep switching to outside view. I'm trying to see what's going on here. That's weird. There's something funky going on with this Krone. Weird. It's not turning off. I turned off the header and folded it. Now I can't turn the Krone off because the header's folded. So let me fold the header. Okay, whatever. Okay, that's farm sim logic. We got it. We got it. We're good. I didn't realize I hadn't turned the machine off. It just turned the header off. Learn something new every day. I didn't know those were separate. There shouldn't be any traffic on this road, but never hurts to check. So there's load number 2, 47,000 liters. See, there's no weeds in that field at all, but I have a feeling come tomorrow there might be some fields back. I have plowed that, I've weeded that. I even sprayed some herbicide on some of the weeds to see if that one patch maybe wouldn't come back. And then none of them came back around that area, so that experiment failed. That grass is... chaff is fairly tall. Let's see if we can just hit that. Squish it down a little bit. Go. Beautiful. Alright, we'll get the trailer selected. Go. I don't want to go this way, I'm just kicking it out. That closed itself down. What's my pipe? That button is pipe. So getting used to this. Whoa, girl. Back on the road. There you go. Keep it between the ditches. This thing's definitely going to need a bath when we're done with this field. That's one scraggly looking field. All the stalks missing. Alright, our pipe's still up. And away we go again. I'm doing a very good job of tracking here. I don't know if it's worth running around getting every last one of those little stalks. Probably worth driving straight, though. The fake stalks that spring up, it's kind of hard sometimes to tell where the edge is. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Do that button. There we go. There's that row where we came up through the middle, and it's just got stalks and weeds and everything else in it. Clean up some of this thicker stuff. Wonder what would cause that. Is it like doubled up somehow? Well, this is a computer planted crop. I didn't plant this crop, so it'd be interesting to see what happens with a crop I planted on it. Don't know if that has anything to do with it. It loses about 80% of its power as soon as you turn the wheels. Come back straight, you're good to go. That's surely not a thing on the real machine, is it? If you know, let me know in the comments. See, we've knocked down all this grass over on the side where we've been driving. That's cool. I like that. I like that feature in Farm Sim. And they took it away. People are a bunch of sissies. I've been happy if they just made it an option, you know. Let us turn it on and off. Don't take it away. Hard to see over the crops. How much we got left here? A good 3 or 4 passes, but remember it's not straight. It's Kind of a triangle shape that we have left here. Alright, kick it out. Swing your partner round and round. Lose all that power. Come back at it. Get that row right there. Now Mark was saying he didn't have rows in his corn. But I don't know if it's because it was withered or if because he's using a bunch of texture packs. It kind of breaks some things. That could be it as well. I've definitely got rows. Makes it easy to follow. When I pay attention, it makes it easy to follow. Really enjoying getting back in the cab here with the wheel and the TrackIR. My back is not 100%, but it's much better. Let's go down here and then crank it. Run over some bushes, but that's alright. Got no power, come on. Straight. Turn a little bit. Straight. Turn a little. What is going on, Farm Sim? Maybe it's keyboard steer mod? I don't know. It's done some funky things occasionally. Use the, is this the 580? It's the little one. It's the little one off ModHub, the official ModHub. It's the official Giants Crone, but it's the one off ModHub, the smaller one. Let me know if you have any trouble turning. It seems like. At least on the hill. I didn't notice it doing the other field. So something has changed, because up here is flat and it does it. I also had a different trailer for most of that. And I actually went and got a bigger trailer. So maybe it's the trailer. If I turn too tight, it's binding up with the trailer. I did a wider circle that time, and that worked out just fine. That'd be a good test. Unhook from the trailer and see if I can still turn. It's just about bedtime for the kiddos, so we might have some kiddos down here in a minute. You regulars know I'm a dad, so sometimes kids interfere with the video making. That's okay. Tomorrow they're going back to school as I record this. On a Wednesday. They go back to school tomorrow. Alright, straighten up, get some speed, turn! Oh. Turn! Whoa, 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 whoa. All excited because I was moving, I forgot to lower the head. Let's try that. There we go. We'll just go over here. Just about full. Yeah, that's weird. It's... the numbers are jumping, too. I got off. Might have been a crooked row. The numbers jump. They're not steady. It's so weird. Never noticed that on the other field. I don't know how much internal capacity we have, but we just finished out that row. Hopefully we finished it out into the internal storage. Alright, so we need that off, that button. We'll leave the pipe out so then it will blow into the trailer as we empty out. So if we can get in the silo, we may have to go and back in, and that's going to be fun in first person because I don't have very good mirrors on this thing. They're okay, they're just not very large. Got birds coming through. It's a pretty good pile, isn't it? I think we better go down and back in. I'll end up getting stuck on there. If I had a helper, I could have them smashing that down while I'm out in the field. Don't have a helper right now. Alright, I see trailer and I see the box. What are the odds I can back into there? I gotta remember this is gonna be backwards because it's rear steer. I'm actually pointed right at it, so this is gonna go poorly would be my guess. Take it nice and slow. This little short wheelbase, super sensitive to turns. Yeah, I think we actually made it. And then it was which key again? That one. Hear it. I can kind of see that spilling out back there. There we go. All right. Mission successful. Except now I got stuck on the wall. I'm off their trailer. There we go. All that, and then I scrape paint off trying to get out. Oh well. I don't know if Lord Tan knows, watches on YouTube. He hangs out on my Twitch quite a bit. He always makes fun of my driving, so I hope you saw that, Lord Tan knows. Back that trailer right in there. With the crone. Heck yeah. Alright, how much do we have left down here? Not a whole lot. Doesn't render in until you actually get down here. Look at that, you can actually turn, yeah, you can turn the header and the machine on separate. I didn't even know that. Okay. Pipe is up. Missed a little bit back in there. We got one more pass on the left, and we got this triangle of the field, and then we're done. Then we're done. Now we're getting close. Okay, I'm gonna kick this around. Floor it, hope for the best. There we go. I think it's just getting bound up on the trailer. I like how it's a big arrow there. Go this way. This way through the corn. Just going to leave. I'm going to leave one row there. There we go. Alright, I think I hear the kiddos coming, so I'm going to mute. Alright, the kiddos are off to bed. They've been bouncing off the walls all day. Hopefully they'll go to sleep. It's going to get this mess, and then we'll get back into the thick of it. So there's a decent amount of corn here. But yeah, well, we're over 45 minutes. Well, this is going to be a long episode. I know some of you are wanting long episodes, so here you go. It's just going to be a long one. Good thing I'm recording early, because it's going to take forever to encode and upload. I'm recording this on Wednesday night, and this should be Monday's episode, I believe. Monday the 7th, I think it will be. Already got Friday's episode and Saturday's episode in the can. So hopefully you will have seen those by the time you see this. I'm going to go down this row and we'll pick up some of that scrap. What a mess. Really hoping we don't have that issue once we get our own crop in here. Maybe it's just something with the AI crop that doubles up on it or something. There we go. Doing wider circles helps a lot. And you got the room. I can go down this row. We're all good. So I was talking with Mark, and he's doing cows on another farm, and it sounds like the cows are going to be eating a lot of food like the horses did on Ravenport, where they're eating 1,000 liters of oats a day. Sounds like the cows are kind of in the same boat, so we'll see how it goes. Definitely looking forward to seasons. Getting back into some realistic farming. I hope these 3 fields here are enough to support, you know, a decent-sized cow herd. Not sure how many cows to get at first. I was thinking start with like 20. Start small, see kind of how it goes. Because if I sell some crop, I should have enough for about 20 cows. Maybe. I guess we'll just see how much money I got when the time comes. Oh, I did too tight of a circle. We're almost there. We're just whittling away at the last little part of the triangle here. It's also really strange without seasons how you can just harvest and then you start planting again. Played so much on 17 with seasons. That's really odd. But that's what we got right now. So that's the way we'll play. We're almost there. I think we're going to just about fill this up again. This will be 4th trailer load, I think. Come on, Crone. Turn around a little more. I just get done on service life, but it's not that low. Wouldn't think it'd be croaking out already. Then I had something weird happen with my 6135 John Deere as well. I was using the combi plow, doing that field there, getting it all cultivated, plowed. And it got to where it just wouldn't hardly go. And I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was the hill. I came up and tried it on the flat part. I can't do that. And it just didn't have any power. So I thought, well, my combi plow was looking all beat up. Maybe, you know, maybe with its service life being pretty much up, it was getting really hard to pull. So I went and fixed the combi plow. Same thing. Brand spanking new combi plow, you know, it looked brand new. Still just really, really slow. So I ended up getting on the 8R and going and doing some other stuff. And I unhooked the combi plow to pull a trailer. I forget, I was doing something else with this 6M. And then when I came back with it, hooked the combi plow on, went back out, ran just like normal. So I don't know if it's the map, it's a mod, it's the game. Maybe that's related to this thing turning weird, I don't know. But there are some odd things that occasionally happen. And the weeds really has me baffled. I don't know what's going on with the weeds. Got just this little patch here. And we are done. Gonna turn on me? Nope. Okay. Turn now. I need a big old trailer that doesn't have wheel steering. Wheel steering messes me up every time. Let's get this. Head her up, get some speed, and turn. There we go. Made it through the turn. Should have came at that from a different angle. Would have been the smart play. Get over on the neighbor here a little bit. Smash his grass down. There we go. I'm gonna leave the rest of it there. Let's see. Let's get back over here. Turn that off. Hold that up. Find the crossing. Here it is. Go empty out. We'll be done with that field. So I can get that cultivated down. It's going to need plowing because it had corn on it. So I'll use the combi plow on it. We'll get some wheat planted. That'll be what's next for that field. Corn's coming up nicely. We're going to have plenty of corn. I may end up buying a corn header and selling some corn. But, you know, we'll need the silage eventually for running cows. So there's only like one of the Silo King DMR mixers. We don't have the great big mixers like we had with the mods in 17. So I'm not sure what I'm getting myself into with these cows. We're going to find out. Also going to find out if I can back this in here twice in a row. Is it a fluke the first time? Where am I at? Can't see what I'm pointed at. There we go. Sort of see. Put that over that way. Too close to the wall there. Yeah, I got too close to the wall. Couldn't do it twice in a row. I'm going to blame it on the rear wheel steering. Alright. Select the trailer. Dump it all out. Perfect. It folded itself back up. Good deal. This thing is going to need a bath. I'm going to take it over here. Next to the bathing station. There we go. Stop. Wow. Pushed on the brake and it didn't want to stop. Turn this thing off before it hurts somebody. Big X 580, that's the one. Yeah, she got a little dirty. But next order of business is get the weight on the back of the 8. And actually get the leveler on the back. I can't put a weight on the front. And I gotta go squish that silage down. I'm gonna leave that here. What did I do with the leveler? I think it's over there at the silo. But we've gone for about an hour, so I think I'm going to call it quits. It'll take me another 20-30 minutes to get that silage smashed down. And it's just me driving back and forth. over the silage. But for those of you that haven't seen it before, this is what I'm going to do. Just cowboy it up. Try not to get stuck. I'm going to put that leveler on the back so we can kind of level it out a little bit. That's what that's all about. You compact it down, and once it's 100% compacted, throw a tarp on it, and it ferments the next day, basically, because there's no seasons. So ferments quick. Do that one more time. It's pretty fun. It's really fun as you get off to the side and get stuck. It can get interesting. Now, I've not used this leveler from first person. So we unfold, and then it doesn't work with my joystick. It uses different controls, I guess. I do sort of have up down with my open close commands. So this just pushes it. You can kind of level it out. And then yeah, you just keep driving back and forth. Pretty much all there is to it. And if you pull up the F1 menu, it tells you we're 17% compacted. We got 180,000 liters off that little field. So that's not bad. But I appreciate y'all hanging out. If you made it this far, congratulations. You are a trooper. I hope you enjoyed the extra long video. And I will catch you all next time.